Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to East High School, where we've got a fantastic PBA basketball matchup once again. It's the visiting Dothan Snipers taking on the Lancaster Thunder as we are moments away from tip-off. As you can see, some of the starters for the Dothan Snipers, we got Johnny Coleman, we got Trey Jackson, Levert Bristol, Thomas Broxton. And we might see a couple of more starters in there. And the tip underway and controlled by Lancaster. Nice pass. Couldn't get that one, but rebounded there by Johnny Coleman. And here comes Dothan on the other end. As that is going to be a foul. And Dothan's going to inbounds the basketball. And that three-pointer is good by the Snipers. And they're out to a 3-0 lead. And Lancaster moving it around. That's a long three. It rattles in and out. And a good rebound there by Dothan. It's taken by Des Cole. Here comes Trey Jackson. Jackson into Bristol. Bristol, nice pass. It got swatted away by Sean Rogers for Lancaster, and it's going to be Thunder basketball. Inside over to Cole. Cole dribbles, crosses over, tries to feed it into Bristol. Bristol able to get it back. We got Trey Jackson driving around defenders, passes inside to Cole and scores. And right now it is 5-0 as Dothan on top over Lancaster. Oh, nice screen. The setup, that was Jaden Geis running it down. Rogers trying to get the rebound, could not finish. Jump ball, Shamarian Rogers gets tied up with Des Cole, and it will be Dothan basketball. Here comes Trey Jackson. Nice screen setup. Thought about the long two. Does fire the two, and it rattles in. And all of a sudden, Dothan's on top 7-0 over Lancaster. Nice screen. Driving. Geis kicks it back out for a three. Top of the iron. No good by Jarrell McCray. Into the hands of Jackson. Jackson, no look pass. There's Cole. Cole for three, no good. And a good rebound by Geis. And Geis is just going to take it. Oh, good screen setup. That's Thomas Broxton defending. Here comes Rogers. Rogers. And his little hook shot falls in for the first points for Lancaster so far. It's Trey Jackson taking it across the timeline, gets the screen, passes it off for three, no good. Good effort there by Broxton. Second chance opportunity here. Cole, a little fadeaway two, and it rattles in for Dothan. 9-2 is your score early on here in the first quarter. So you're watching PBA basketball. Inside to Rogers. Rogers puts it up. And good defense by Dothan. Here comes Jackson. Jackson. Shot off the mark. Bristol puts it in. And Dothan, just like that, up 11-2. Here with 6:23 left to go here in the first. Geis. Oh, good steal there by Bristol. It's a fast break. Cole up. Swatted away out of bounds. And it will go back to Lancaster. Lancaster with the basketball. McCray Dishes it inside to Rogers. Rogers quickly double teamed. Pass to McCray. McCray almost made that one. But Coleman comes up with a rebound. Here comes Jackson taking it across the timeline. Jackson on the baseline. Spin move. We got a carry on Trey Jackson, and that is going to be a turnover on Dothan. With 5:54 left to go here in the first quarter. And the Lancaster Thunder will have possession. Oh, nice screen by Rogers. Step up three is no good by Geis. Bristol with the rebound. And here comes Dothan. On top up by 9. Coleman. Back. Oh, blocked. Nice block there by Lancaster. Coleman for 3. Back of the iron, no good, but he does get fouled. And Johnny Coleman is going to go to the line for 3. Dothan out to a hot start. So we got Shamarian Rogers, Corey Benton, Jarrell McCray, Sean Rogers for Lancaster, and then Jaden Geis. Those are your starting 5 for Lancaster. And Coleman's going to go to the line for 2. Coleman misses the first. See if Coleman could at least make 1 of 2. And he misses them both. Rogers coming up with a rebound. And here comes Lancaster. Oh, and it's stolen. Nice steal. Broxton all the way to the rack and in. Good transition bucket by Thomas Broxton. It's 13-2 now. As there's McKinn-Knight, and that's off the glass by Rogers. 13-4 is your score. Marlon Stabler. We had a couple of subs getting into the game. Stabler now with it. Little crossover move. Cole driving. Cole hits the pavement. There will be a foul on the play. And it will be a non-shooting foul. Bristol is going to take it. Gives it over to Stabler. Nice screen. Passes it over on the baseline. Broxton. Back out. Long 3. Off the mark. No good. Broxton with a rebound. Could not finish. Rogers comes down with the board. There's a long 3-pointer is good by Shane Fuqua. That's how you get back into a game. 6-point lead for Dothan. Coleman dribbles. Gets the screen by Bristol. Coleman. Little crossover. Step back. 2. No good. Lancaster trying to get a bucket here. Back out. Swings over to Fuqua, who just hit the 3. Little crossover move and just hits the floor hard. That was a physical move going to the basket. It will be a foul. But first, we got ourselves a timeout. So we're going to go ahead and take one too. Here as you're watching PBA basketball. And we are back at the action. First foul shot is good. And Knight at the free throw line. Taking it is Dawkins. Back out. Shot is off. Bristol getting the rebound. There's a three-pointer right on the baseline. Is good. It's a great move there. That shot is no good. There'll be another couple foul shots coming up for Lancaster. This time it's number 35, Del Banukwa. And he does make one of them. So it is 16-9. Oh, what a move by Bristol. That was a good post move. It is now 18-9. And that goes out of bounds. Oh, it is blocked. Good play there. Good play by Rogers getting the bucket. That shot is off. A good rebound there. And that another bucket by Lancaster as they try to make their comeback here. Driving. It's Julian Johnson. And a good move there. Oh, what about the effort there? Great effort. It's going to be a foul shot. And going to the line will be Del Bangwa. And does make it. Does make one of two. Trey Jackson now with it. And that shot is good. Count the bucket. As that was McCune Knight. Let me tell you something. Lancaster has come back here in this game. Are they counting that bucket? No, it looks like they weren't counting that bucket. It is 17-14. Bristol, nice pass. Inside. And got fouled. And going to the line will be Bryson Dawkins. With a minute 17 remaining here in the first quarter. Dawkins makes the first. Dawkins misses the second, but getting the rebound. Trey Jackson for three, no good. Rebounded by Knight, and here comes Lancaster on a fast break. Oh, what a move there by Rogers. And Lancaster now trails by 2. Here comes Julian Johnson. Almost got his pocket picked. As they try to close out this first quarter, Johnson trying to get around the defender. Back out for 3. Bryson Dawkins, no good. I believe we have a whistle. And we got going to the line will be Julian Johnson. And he makes the first. And makes them both. It's now 20-16. That's going to be a foul. That shot rattles in and out. As it looks like Thunder 1 of 2 made by Lancaster. They trail 20-17 as Dawkins slices the defense and scores. It's a 5-point lead for Dothan. Oh, what a save. Almost stolen, but his foot was out of bounds. So Lancaster will get the ball. See if Lancaster can hold for the final shot. That is number 13, McCoon Knight. Stolen. Dothan. And jams. Bryson Dawkins with the slam. And that is how the first quarter ends. 25-17 is your score. Dothan on top. We'll be back after this as you're watching PBA basketball. And we are back here at East High School, start of the second quarter. The Dothan Snipers leading the Lancaster Thunder 25-17. Dothan with the basketball. Bryson Dawkins taking it at the top of the key. And he's going to step back, and three-point shot is no good. Rebounded by Rogers. And here comes Lancaster. Corey Benton got it stolen. Trey Jackson with it. Quickly double. Oh, what a pass to LeVert Bristol inside. and scores. And it's now a 10-point lead for Dothan. Benton takes it across. Trying to work the screen play. Rogers back out on the wing to Fuqua. And on to the baseline. Inside to Rogers. Rogers couldn't finish. Bristol with a rebound. And here comes Dothan. It's Cole dribbling. Well, that's not Cole. That's Julian Johnson. That's a three-pointer by Trey Jackson. It's now 30-17. Benton takes it across the timeline. Swings it over to McCray. McCray, wow, what a move there by Jarrell McCray. And they're going fast. Back out to Dawkins. Swings it over to Jackson. Jackson with on the wing, trying to get the screen. Jackson at the top of the key. Jackson driving. Fadeaway jumper. Good. (32-19), Dothan leading in this game, and I think the refs had to stop the clock for just a second. And now we're going to resume play. Here comes Benton across the timeline, setting up the screen. McCray, Benton back to McCray. McCray for a long three and hits it. It's back to a 10-point lead for Dothan. Here's Trey Jackson. Back out, Julian Johnson. Johnson steps up, three-pointer off the mark. Rogers with a rebound. Back over to Benton. Long pass, almost got it stolen by Dothan, but good job just creating space in that lane. Lancaster now cuts it to single digits. And the Dothan Snipers want a timeout. We are going to go ahead and take 1, 2. It's an 8-point lead for Dothan. You're watching PBA basketball. And welcome back here to East High School. Dothan with an 8-point lead, and they have the basketball. Johnson into Bryson Dawkins. Dawkins almost lost his dribble, almost got it stolen by Lancaster. Dawkins has got to hurry. Over to Johnson. Johnson back to Dawkins. Top of the arc. Dawkins, long three, and he hits it. He has got some range from beyond the arc. Largest lead of the game for Dothan. Inside, oh, what a spin move. Putting it up, good defense there by Dothan. And finishing is Rogers on the tip in. Back to an 11-point lead for Dothan, 35-26. Dawkins. Dawkins going to try another three, no good. And here comes Lancaster, the Thunder. Little Euro step, McCray, Rogers finishes, count the bucket. And he will be fouled and going to the line is Sean Rogers. It is a good finish, and he's got an opportunity here to cut into this lead, which right now Dothan leads by 7. Sean Rogers to the line. And he makes it. And look at that full court press there by Lancaster. Here comes Bryson Dawkins. Now Lancaster back in their zone defense. We'll have a sub at the next dead ball. Dawkins driving the lane and scores. Called a foul, and Dawkins will go to the line for an and one. What a move there by Bryson Dawkins. And then we got another sub coming in for Lancaster. As Shane Fuqua going to take a seat on the bench. Bryson Dawkins. And he makes the shot. So the N1 is good. It's 38-29. Dothan on top. Benton inside to Rogers. Rogers swings it out to McCray. McCray could not come up with it. Johnny Coleman coming down with that big board. And Bristol tips it back to Coleman. Coleman over to Jackson on the wing. Jackson back out. Des Cole back out to Jackson. Nice screen there by Johnny Coleman. Oh, what a move. Nice pass. Coleman, and he finishes. A good play there by Trey Jackson to find the open guy in Johnny Coleman. It's 40-29. Back out McCray. Top of the arc, no good. Bristol. That rebound came right to him, and LeVert Bristol gets a fast break, a little Euro step, Bryson Dawkins, and we've got ourselves a foul. Or no, it's not a foul. It's going to be possession going the other way to Lancaster. And that's coming into the game there for Lancaster is Jaden Geis, and Geis with the three. 40-32 now. As Dothan feeling a little pressure from Lancaster, and ref is going to call a foul. It's going to be on Sean Rogers. Rogers just trying to figure out what the call was there, but it is going to be a non-shooting foul. And now Bryson Dock is now with it. Passes it to Coleman. Coleman splits the defender, goes up, and we've got another foul. That's 2 fouls in a row on Rogers in the last minute. As it is 39-32. We've got Coleman going to go to the line. Coleman misses the first. Here comes Coleman for the second. And he misses them both. And taking that one down, but getting fouled in the process. With 5:12 left to go here in the second quarter. And Geis will take it. Good screen by McCray. Geis for 3. No good. Trying to pull down that rebound was Rogers. But into the hands of Dothan, and here comes Cole. Cole driving. That's going to be a traveling violation on Cole. And now Lancaster finding themselves down by 7, and a three-pointer is good by Shamarian Rogers. And Lancaster now trails by 4. Jackson, no good. Rogers with the rebound, but we have got another foul. And we're going to have Trey Jackson going to go to the line for 2. Jackson misses the first. Jackson misses them both. We got another foul. And we are back here at East Hall High School. The timeout is over. Lancaster trailing by 4 with the basketball. And here we go. Tipped. Almost lost it. Little finger roll and a nice move. And it's now a 2-point game. It's a great move there by Del Banwaka. And that is going to be stolen. Rogers. Benton back to Rogers. Rogers ties the game. You've come all the way back. And there's going to be a foul. That really fired up the crowd here. Trey Jackson will take it and passes it over to Dawkins. Dawkins, top of the key, driving. Oh, and he slipped. That'll be a foul. There'll be a couple foul shots coming up for Dawkins. Dawkins makes the first. Dothan back on top again. Dawkins makes them both. 2-point lead for Dothan. Benton takes it across. Looking for that screen by Rogers. Ooh, almost got away with the moving screen. Back out. Bangua. Back out for 3. Hits it and rattles in. And Lancaster has got himself a 1-point lead. Nice 3 there by Del Banukwa. Here comes Rogers trying to answer with a 3 of his own. And Lancaster with a 1-point lead takes it all the way down to the court. Now here comes Coleman. Coleman for 3. Yes! It's a great 3-pointer there by Johnny Coleman. 44-42 is your score. And we got a whistle and a timeout. It's a 46-43 with 2:47 left to go. Lancaster on top. And with the ball. Shot is off. Rebounded by Rogers. Driving. Good job there getting that. Oh. Driving for that loose ball and putting up a shot, trying to get the rebound. Got it poked away. And we got another foul. 2:13 remaining here until the half. And we've got Dothan trying to cut into this lead. They do have a player that's down. Dothan does have the basketball. And that is Des Cole slow to get up. And here comes Dothan. Inbounds the basketball. Inside to Bristol. Swings it over to Jack Johnson. Cole now with it, or rather Dawkins with it. Dawkins driving, and it's a 1-point lead. 46-45 is your score. And that's going to be stolen by Johnson. Here comes Johnson. Dothan leads by 1. What a move. What a play. Baseline. Pump fake. Up and in. And we got a back and forth game here in the first half. With about a minute and a half to go. And hey, how about that? Coleman for a 3-point shot, and he makes it. And it's now 50-48. Cray. Oh, blocked. There's a good block there by Dawkins. That is going to be a foul. Dothan leading by 2. To the line will be Del Banaga. Trying to tie this game for Lancaster. And he makes the first. He misses the second. So Dothan with a 1-point lead. Dawkins ends up losing it. And here comes Lancaster on a fast break. Could not finish, was Benacqua. And now here comes Dothan. Stabler, Euro step. Back out to Johnson. Johnson along 2 and makes it. Less than a minute to go. McRae got it poked away and a foul. And now here comes Dothan. Long 3. Dawkins no good. And Lancaster, Euro step, shot up, trying to get the rebound. Bristol with the board. Back out to Johnson. And a kick ball. Bristol, baseline, shot, rattles in and out. Nice move there by Benacqua. Two seconds. One shot. Good at the buzzer by Trey Jackson. How about that shot? We are at the half. Dothan found themselves trailing, but they go to the locker room with the lead. We'll go ahead and step aside and take a break. We're at the half. It is 55-50. Dothan with the 5-point lead over Lancaster. We'll be back after this watching PBA basketball. And we are back. Dothan with the basketball to start the second half. And Trey Jackson will take that inbounds pass. Swings it over to Dawkins. A little crossover move and a spin move, quickly doubled. Jackson now with it, launches a three-pointer, back of the iron, no good. Coleman with a rebound. Coleman got it stripped by Benton, but that's going to be off of Lancaster. Will remain Dothan basketball. There's Lavert Bristol trying to inbounds it. Back over to Coleman on the baseline. Coleman for a long three. No good. Benton with a rebound. Here comes Benton. Going fast. Launching a three-pointer. No good. But how about Rogers with the rebound and the putback? It's a three-point lead by Dothan. And now here comes Coleman. Coleman with it. Letting a three fly. No good. McCray with a rebound. Geis, baseline, three. We are tied. And just like that, Lancaster comes back in this game to tie it. 5-0 run in here in the second half. Dawkins, step back. Two is good. It's a great play there by Dawkins. Trying to trade baskets here on this possession for Lancaster. McCray almost got it stolen. Back out to Rogers. Rogers thought about getting it to Benton, now does. Benton lets a three fly, no good. Coleman with the rebound. Here comes Johnny Coleman. Back over to Dawkins. Dawkins for three. No good. Good rebound there by Jordan Neal. Neal passes inside. Rogers. That was Shamaran Rogers to Sean Rogers. He gets the bucket and the foul, and Sean Rogers will go to the line for the N1. It's Lancaster trying to regain the lead. We do have a timeout. We'll step aside and take one, too. You're watching PBA basketball. And welcome back here. 57 all is your score. Sean Rogers got a chance to give Lancaster the lead back. Here with 7:57 left to go here in the third quarter. And it's a 1-point lead for Lancaster. Almost got that one stolen. Dawkins now with it. Feeling the pressure from Rogers. Dawkins getting around Rogers, splitting the defenders, and Dawkins slices and dices the defense. And Dothan regains the lead once again. And going to the line will be Dawkins. Try to extend this lead for the Snipers. And he makes it. 2-point lead for Dothan. Geis, top of the key. Thought about the three. Drives. Benton on the baseline. Benton gets around his defender. Was trying to pass it. Nobody was there. He lost out of bounds, and it will go back to Dothan. So Trey Jackson going to take it. Jackson. Inside. Bristol. Bristol. Baseline off the foot. And back to Lancaster. Here comes Geis. Going fast. Down by 2. Geis passes to Benton. Swings it around to McCray. Top of the key. McCray driving on the baseline. Looking for Rogers. Rogers just ties the game for Lancaster. Good play there by Sean Rogers. It is 60-all here in the third. Dawkins looking for that screen. Trying to get that screen from Bristol. And lost it. Fast break. Geis up and in. Lancaster takes the lead. And just like that, Lancaster has a 2-point lead and got it stolen again. Benton with the steal. Bounce pass to Geis. Geis was open for the 3 and jacks up a 3 at the top of the key. Rogers with the offensive rebound. And how about Rogers putting up the shot and count the bucket? Rogers has a chance for a 3-point play. What a move there by Sean Rogers. It's 64-60. The Lancaster Thunder been coming on strong here in this third quarter. They were trailing by 5 at the half. And they have come out and they have outscored Dothan 14-5 here in the third quarter. For a chance for more. Rogers hits it. It's a 5-point lead for Lancaster. With 6:19 remaining here in the third. Jackson lost it. And a steal by Lancaster of the floater. Oh, and Rogers almost got it. That was off of Dothan, so Lancaster will regain possession here. Top of the key. 3 ball. Off the mark. Rogers with a rebound. McCray lost it. Here comes Dothan. Off the glass and in by Levert Bristol. They needed that one. Benton, 3-pointer is good as he falls to the ground. And that will be a 4-point play attempt coming up for Lancaster as Corey Benton got fouled in the process. And he's going to go to the line as Lancaster leading 68-62. And Benton makes it. It's now a 7-point lead for Lancaster. Dawkins takes it across the timeline. And almost got it stolen. Inside to Bristol. Bristol makes another bucket. It's now a 5-point lead. Benton bounce pass inside to Rogers. Rogers off the glass. Couldn't finish. And here comes Johnson. And a foul. But first, we got a timeout. We're going to go ahead and step aside and take one, too. Here in the third quarter, Lancaster leading 69-64 with 4:54 left to go in the third quarter as you are watching PBA basketball. And welcome back here. Dothan with the basketball, trailing by 5. Dawkins with it. Dawkins puts up a 3 and gets fouled in the process. I'm not sure if that's going to be a 3-point foul shot, but going to the line will be Bryson Dawkins. And the first foul shot's good. Misses the second. Misses the third, and McCray comes up with a rebound. And all the way, Rogers couldn't finish. And a good job there by Dothan to get it back. Johnson back out. Dawkins for 3 and hits the bucket. And Dothan trails by 1. And that's going to be stolen by Dawkins. Here comes Dawkins on the slam. And Dothan's got a 1-point lead. 6-0 run for the Dothan Snipers. Inside to Rogers. Rogers being guarded by Stabler. To McCray. Back out. 3-pointer for Shane Fuqua. And it's a 2-point lead for Lancaster. It's been a back and forth game between these two fantastic PBA teams. And we've got a technical foul because we've got Knight that's going to be at the line. Try to extend this lead for Lancaster. (72-70). Knight makes it, and they will take out the basketball. That was a technical foul for the Lancaster Thunder. And taking the basketball out will be Shane Fuqua. Swings it over to Knight. Back over to Knight. On the baseline. Back out McCray. McCray to Rogers. Rogers gets it off the glass, up and in. Back to a 5-point lead for Lancaster. Here comes Dawkins. Dawkins, top of the key, swings it over to Johnson. Johnson on the wing. Long 2-pointer is off the mark by Cole. And here comes the Thunder. Inside, taking it off the glass and in by Knight. 77-70. Lancaster with the lead. Dawkins got harassed there, but Dawkins' 3-pointer is no good. Rebounded by Lancaster. Here comes McCray. Back over to Rogers. Rogers up and in. It's a 9-point lead for Lancaster. And here comes Dothan trying to get something here. Johnson lets a 3 fly and hits a 3. That was a tough shot by Julian Johnson. Back to a 6-point lead for Lancaster. And taking it will be Knight. Inside, stolen. Stolen by Johnson. Here's Julian. Julian Johnson off the glass, no good. And here comes Lancaster. McCray. Oh, well, that's good move there by McCray, but he'll get fouled and we'll go to the line. As it is 79-73 is your score. Lancaster on top. McCray makes the first. Jarrell McCray at the line for the Lancaster Thunder. And misses the second. Almost got that rebound, but that will be a foul. It was a foul on McCray as LeVert Bristol was trying to pull down that rebound. He's going to take a seat on the bench. And here comes Dothan finding themselves trailing by 7. Dawkins. Oh, and it's blocked, but nice job getting the rebound. And off the glass and in is Marlon Stabler. What a move. As Stabler got the shot blocked, Stabler's going to have a chance for the three-point play. I tell you, there's no quit in this Dothan team. They are fighting tooth and nail trying to get back in this contest. We've seen a lot of lead changes in this game. Stabler makes it. And here comes Lancaster. Knight. Three-pointer. No good by Fuqua. And back to Dothan. Dawkins. Nice screen by Bristol. Dawkins trying to get the crossover and get a foul up. He did force the foul on the shot. Dawkins is going to go to the line for 3. That was a good play in the motion of shooting. Will get awarded 3 foul shots. As Dothan finds themselves trailing here in the third quarter by 4. And that basket's good. Foul shot. Cuts the lead to 3. Dawkins makes free throw number 2. Dawkins makes all foul shots. Dothan trails by 1. That's how you do it. Nice move, and the finger roll could not get it. And rebounded by Broxton. And here comes Dothan. They could regain the lead on this possession. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. It will stay with the Snipers. Lob pass into Dawkins. Dawkins looking for that screen. Dawkins, 3-point shot. And did not get the foul called. Here's Rogers. And that's a big bucket for Lancaster because they now lead by 3. It looked like Dothan was going to take the lead there. Did not get the foul called. Johnson now with it. Swings it over to Stabler on the baseline. Back to Johnson. Johnson looking for the screen. Bristol. Johnson, 3-pointer. Rattles in and out. Lancaster with a 3-point lead. Trying to hold for the final shot of the third. Rogers. Baseline. 3, no good. And coming up with it. And now it looks like Dothan can hold for the final shot. As Johnson on the baseline. Almost lost it there. That was Broxton. Back out. Stabler. Johnson. Stabler. Back to Johnson. Johnson, little floater, no good, and rebounded by Rogers. Can they get it off? Oh, and a jam. Right at the buzzer. A jam by Del Bonaga. 84-79. We got one more quarter to go here. Don't go anywhere, folks. We've got a good one. It's actually 81-78. Lancaster on top. We'll be back after this as you're watching PBA basketball. One more quarter to go. And welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter. Inbounding it for Lancaster will be Shane Fuqua. No, not Shane Fuqua. It's going to be Del Bonaga, who's going to inbounds it for the Thunder. He gives it over to Shane Fuqua. 81-78 is your score. Fuqua over to Knight. Knight swings it over for, that is Ricky Bennett, and missing that shot. And here comes Dawkins. Dawkins for the Snipers. Bounce pass Coleman. Coleman driving the lane. Got it stripped from him. And that was a late whistle. Ref is going to call a foul. Might be on Bonaga. So Dothan will get the ball back. Bounce pass inside of Bristol, and he lost it. Bennett comes up with a steal, and another steal. Dawkins now with it. Dawkins, he's open for a three, and hits the three. We're tied at 81, and stolen by Dothan. Dawkins swings over to Coleman, and corner three. Trey Jackson, no good, out of bounds. It's going to be back to Lancaster. Here come the Lancaster Thunder. Oh, it's stolen. Dawkins with the steal. Dawkins up, misses, but the putback by Trey Jackson. And Dothan with a 2-point lead. Here comes Bennett. Inside. Driving. Bonaga off the glass and in. And we're tied once again. Coleman. Bounce pass over to Johnson. Looking for that screen. Johnson dribbling up the floor and a foul. A foul was on Lancaster. Johnson will inbounds. Bristol passes it over to Dawkins. Dawkins, nice spin move. Dawkins off the glass and in, and Dothan now regains the lead. They're up 85-83. Shot is up and in, and we're tied once again. Comes the Dothan Snipers. Three-pointer. No good. Good job getting the rebound. Banaga. That move might have been tipped away by Dothan. Lancaster will get the ball back. Knight will inbounds it. Or will he? Yes, he will. Over to Bennett. Bennett driving with his left hand. Oh, got a block by Coleman. Good defense there by Johnny Coleman. Here comes Johnson. Johnson alone and scores. And it's now 87-85. Dothan with the lead. Knight trying to get by Dawkins and a foul on Dawkins. Lancaster with the basketball. Back over to McCray. McCray swings it over to Knight. Knight, what a crossover move by Knight. Step back two and scores. 87-87. What a game. And a timeout. Well, a short timeout. Johnson will take the ball out. Pass it over to Dawkins. Dawkins. Dribbling between the legs. Trying to drive McCray. Shot misses. But he was fouled in the process, and Dawkins will go to the line for two. And another chance for the Dothan Snipers to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter. They're saying that the foul was before the shot, way before the shot. That's not a shooting foul. And Johnson will inbounds it to Dawkins. Swings it over. Coleman. Coleman driving up and in. How about that move? And Dothan now has a 2-point lead. Drive in. Shot. Off the mark. Levert Bristol with the rebound. Stolen. Shot is up, and it is good. Are they going to count that? I think they're going to count that. What a shot. That was an incredible shot. It's 89-87. They are not going to count that. My bad. That foul was way before the shot. Geis. Stolen. Here comes Dothan. And the jam by Dawkins. It's a 4-point lead for the Snipers. McCray got it tipped away. Stolen by Johnson. Here comes Johnson. Passes over. Trey Jackson. Corner three. And Dothan starting to heat up. And a timeout by Lancaster. We've had a back-and-forth game, but right now Dothan on a 7-0 run, leading 94-87. Be a 30-second timeout for Lancaster. Or it might be a full timeout. Nope, that's a 30-second timeout. Lancaster basketball. Find themselves trailing by 7. Right off the inbounds, they waste no time going for that three-point shot, but into the hands of Johnny Coleman. And this is the danger zone time now for Lancaster. This is where the Dothan Snipers can put this game away. They are up by 7, but the way this game has been going back and forth, both teams going on runs, Dothan's just got to play smart. Trey Jackson back out to Coleman for 3. Johnny Coleman back of the iron, no good, and rebounded by McCray. And then here comes Lancaster. McCray couldn't get it, but Rogers trying to finish. He couldn't get it. Johnson over to Jackson. Jackson pulls up off the mark, trying to get the rebound. Tip drills, and nothing coming from that. Oh, man. Driving, no good. Rogers with a rebound. Rogers up and in. Desperately needed that one if you're Lancaster. Wow, just a sequence of events. And driving Johnson. I think the foul was called before he could drive the lane. Be a foul on Lancaster. But first, we got a timeout. We'll step aside. We're going to take one, too. Don't go anywhere. We got ourselves a good one. Here at East Hall High School, you're watching PBA basketball. And we are back. Play has resumed. The Dothan Snipers leading 94-89. And Dawkins will inbounds it. Looking for Julian Johnson. And that one is going to be out of bounds. So Dothan will get it back. Here we go. Julian Johnson with the basketball. Inside of Coleman. Johnny Coleman, corner, 3, no good. Lancaster with the basketball. Back out. Thought about the 3. McCray swings inside of Rogers. Rogers puts up a shot. Does not get it. And here comes Dothan. Jackson for 3 and hits it. That might have been the dagger here in this game. Trey Jackson gives Dothan the 8-point lead. Oh, a lob pass into Rogers. And a foul. Sean Rogers will go to the line. (97-91). With 3:56 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Misses the shot, but they do get it back. Shot is off. That shot is no good. Benton gets the rebound. Benton puts up a floater and scores. 99-93. Dothan with the basketball. And got it stolen, but that's going to be, look like it might have been a moving screen on Dothan here with 3:31 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Geis, long three, no good. Dawkins with the rebound. Dawkins being harassed here by Rogers and McCray. Now over to Coleman. Back out to Dawkins. And a foul. .308 to go here in the fourth quarter. That foul was on Dothan, so Lancaster gets the ball back. McCray now with it. Back out to Geis. Geis driving the lane and scores. 4-point lead by Dothan. That will be a foul as well. Geis is going to go to the line for and one. Dothan, they were comfortably ahead, and Lancaster was just not going to go away in this game. This game has been runs by both teams. Basket's good. We got a 3-point ball game here. And that's going to be stolen by Lancaster. Geis, pass, McCray, no good. Chasing it down. And up and in by Dawkins. That was a huge bucket by Dothan. And here comes Rogers. Inside to McCray. McCray, bounce pass over to Benton. Benton, crossover, step back, three, misses. McCray with the offensive rebound. McCray puts up a shot. It rattles in and out. Rogers tips it in. 3-point lead for Dothan. Trey Jackson. Baseline to Coleman. Coleman, block shot there by Rogers. Here comes Rogers moving down the court, up and in, and a foul. It was Lancaster trailing by 3. Here with 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. And going to the line is going to be Sean Rogers. (101-98). Dothan on top. Rogers makes the first. Here comes Sean Rogers to the line once again. And misses the second. And here comes Dothan with the 2-point lead. Less than 2 minutes to go. Dawkins is going to take his time, trying to get as much clock off as possible. Dawkins got fouled on the play. I think Lancaster wanted a travel because he caught his own pass, but I think the ref called the foul before that process. Are they calling this a shooting foul? Believe so. This is going to be a shooting foul. A technical foul by Trey Jackson. Misses. Now he's going to shoot his foul shots. The remaining of his foul shots. Well, Dawkins is actually going to shoot the foul shots now. And then the Lancaster player is going to go back to the line. So Dothan's got a chance to try to extend this lead here with less than 2 minutes to go here in the ballgame. Sean Dawkins to the line. As the refs try to sort it out. All right, Sean Dawkins, here we go. First shot is no good. Dawkins misses them both. Rebounded by Lancaster, trailing by 2. Shot is up and in, and we are tied. 101 apiece. Dothan with the basketball. Johnson driving, got it stolen. Here comes Rogers. Rogers with the jam, and Lancaster. It looked like Dothan was going to win this game, but Lancaster has come all the way back, and they now lead by 2. Timeout, Dothan. It is 103 to 101. Lancaster has taken the lead. And Dothan with the basketball. Over to Coleman. Coleman, and it goes in, and we're tied at 103. Here comes Geis. Geis trying to get around his defender. Geis, three-pointer, and hits it. Jaden Geis with a minute to go. Johnson over to Dawkins. Down by 3. Dawkins hits a shot up and no good, but a foul. It's going to go back to Lancaster. Yeah, if you're Dothan, you want a foul here. Lancaster's got the 3-point lead, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Lancaster. So Dothan not done yet. They're going to get the ball back down by 3. Johnson will inbounds. Here we go. Johnson trying to get it in. And he does. To Dawkins. Here comes Dawkins. Dawkins driving. Back out. Jackson. Dawkins. Corner 3. Dawkins hits it, and we're tied again. And here comes Lancaster. Driving. Geis. McCray. There's Rogers for 3. No good, but McCray trying to get it. Rogers battling for it. McCray comes up with a rebound. There's a corner 3, and it's good. 109 to 106. Lancaster with the lead with 11 seconds remaining. Wow, what a finish. But Dothan's going to have a chance here with 11 seconds remaining. We got a timeout. Don't go anywhere. Lancaster up by 3. All right, everybody, 11 seconds remaining. And Dothan with the basketball. Ref is going to put this one in play. Going to have to get a three here. Coleman. Back out to Johnson. Johnson, you got to hurry. Got to hurry. Johnson puts up a shot. That's a two, and it falls. And it's a 1-point lead, but you've got to foul here. It's 109-108. Dothan thought that he might have gotten fouled. Julian Johnson. What's the call going to be here? I think Dothan wanted the foul, but it's going to be an inbounds play for the Thunder. Trying to get it off. You got to foul quick, and he does. Coleman fouls him with 4 seconds to go. Lancaster trying to ice this game. Benton going to go to the line. Corey Benton with his team up by 1. Benton makes the first. He makes them both. It is 3-point lead for Lancaster. Not a whole lot of time for Dothan. Bristol into Dawkins. And that is going to do it. Lancaster. I think we might have had a foul, but let's hold up now. Trying to see how much time is left on the clock. Maybe 2 seconds? Lancaster leading by 3. I think they called a timeout before they advanced the basketball. So they didn't want to advance the ball full court. So they called the timeout so they can get it at half court. They got time to put up a shot. But you're going to need a 3 here if you are Dothan. Johnson will inbounds it. Looking for Dawkins. Bristol. Shot. Up. No good. And that will do it as the Lancaster Thunder get a big win over the Dothan Snipers. The final score, 111-108. It was a back-and-forth game, but we appreciate you watching another episode of PBA Basketball. We will see you next time.